Hey guys, I need to tell you about the second worst thing that has ever happened to me in this game, and I want to show you how dumb my raid leader is. So this weekend I was doing laps around Dalaran on my favorite mounts, and my raid leader whispers me and he's all like, "Hey man, you got a couple of seconds to chat in Discord?" I'm like, "Okay, whatever dude, I'm busy obviously, but okay." So I jump into Discord, and he pulls me down to like the officer channel and he's like, "Hey, I just want to have a private discussion with you." I'm like, "Okay, yeah, can we hurry this along? I need, I'm about to play Fortnite." And he's like, "Hey, why haven't you grabbed any of the Benthic gear? Some of it's really good for your class." And I'm like, "Look, I don't have time to farm Benthic gear. The content just came out for Benthic gear back in June, okay? And it's like October now. And I have a busy schedule. Very busy. And, that's like, let's see, carry the 1 times 2 decimal point over once. It's like 3.5 months. I don't have time to farm for a couple of pieces and do a quick Google search and find out, mage best in slot Benthic gear. That's really hard to do. Why would you do that? That's ridiculous when I could be spending my time, let's be honest guys, playing Fortnite, right? So then he's like, "Hey, we've been looking at Warcraft logs and it really shows that the other mage specs are far superior to your own." I'm like, what is data anyways? What is Warcraft logs going to show me that I can't intuitively just pick up on? Maybe if you're saying as a raid leader that, my damage is low because I am playing an inferior spec, and your data shows that, the other two specs are blowing my spec out of the water, maybe make the raid do more damage. How about that? How about you spread the wealth, right? Instead of me doing all the work, why not everybody else in the raid, all the other DPSers, just do a little bit extra. And then it's not all on me. And I get to play the spec that I like, even though, you can maybe have hard data that shows number wise proven over, he says something 100,000 different parses, which I'm seriously, that's not a real word. Parse is not a real word. And even if it is a real word, and you can show me, I like playing my spec, so everybody else should just do more, And it doesn't matter, even if we have other mages in the raid that are beating me by, a lot, it's because those specs are easier, right? All the other specs that I'm not playing are easier, and I'm a better player playing a more difficult spec, and they need to get on my level, and I fail to understand what's the point anyways, because if we're killing bosses, then why should I, as a raider, make literally any change at all? Why should I try to compete with my fellow guild members and my fellow raid members if we're killing bosses? I mean, so what that they may be tired of carrying me and they're really put out by all the extra stuff they have to do because I can't be bothered, and they're grinding out all their essences and farming for Azurite and all this stuff, and that's a lot of work. I don't play this game to get better at my character. I play it just because I like my spec and I don't want to change. This is ridiculous. And I really feel that this raid leader is just picking on me because I'm obviously playing a, inferior spec and I'm doing damage. I'm hitting my abilities, and he wants to control. This guy is a control freak. He wants me to get best in slot gear, and he wants me to play a better spec, and he wants me to improve my character. It's dude, you're a control freak, man. Why don't you pick on somebody else in the raid? Because I'm not going to change. I'm not going to do anything to help out the raid or the guild. I'm going to log in, do mediocre to abysmally poor DPS, and then I'm going to log out. Boom. At least I got mine, right?